Welcome to Mia Cucina. Benvenuto a Mia Cucina. Welcome to my kitchen. La prima cosa che dobbiamo fare è prendere il fadale. The first thing that we need to do this morning is to put on the apron. And because it's Earth Day, I have picked a beautiful one. Is to be positive. Look at the bees. Are they beautiful? It's to be positive. I have an amazing deliciousness this morning. Well, actually, it's not this morning. It's actually here where I'm at. It is noon. It is time for us to have lunch. So I am going to show you this dish that is so easy, so delicious, packed with nutrients, loaded with wonderful things for us. And I'm going to put my bee positive fadale. And then I'm going to start with 1 pound grass-fed beef. And actually this is, I get my beef from an organic farm, and it's delivered, and that's how I get my beef. I'm trying to get my fadale to just work this morning. Okay, so let me give you the whole entire ingredients. This is going to be a chai meatball with this amazing, delicious flaxseed cucumber salad. I'm going to get into the benefits of flax for your health. So everything's going to start with 1 pound of grass-fed beef. And then to this 1 pound of grass-fed beef, I'm going to be adding 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, which I have right here. And I'm just going to walk you through the whole thing right here. 3 tablespoons. I know it's a lot of garlic, guys, but we have 1 pound of grass-fed beef. I'm using 80-20 grass-fed beef. Now to this right here, I am going to add a tablespoon of dried oregano. That's going to go right in here like so. Then also I'm going to be adding a 1 tablespoon of onion powder. It's going to go in here. You know, we all have this in our pantry. And always check your seasonings to make sure that have not expired, because people forget about them and they're 3 or 4 years old and it doesn't taste good. Hello, beautiful people there. Hello, Lucilla. I can't see everybody. I don't have my glasses, but hello, you beautiful. Sending many blessings to you beautiful people. So remember, 3 tablespoons of minced garlic went in here. And don't buy the one that it's already minced, guys. If you want flavor, use the real garlic. And everything I'm utilizing today is all certified organic. So one pound of grass. I can't talk. It's okay. Let's start all over. 1 pound of grass-fed beef, 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and one thing that you guys don't hear too much about, 1 tablespoon of celery powder. How do you get celery powder if you cannot find it? What I do is I will go to the store, get the celery pomfrons, the little things that the leaves. And what I do is I put in my hydrator, and that's how I get this beautiful, look how green that is, versus that's, where you don't know what you're getting. And then also now to this 1 tablespoon of celery, I'm going to be utilizing 1 tablespoon of dried basil. Then what I have here is I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of chopped thyme. That's going to go here. In the chopped thyme, I grow my own right here. To this, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons. Aren't they cute, these little spoons? 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. That's going to go right in here. I'm done with that. And then what I have here is 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Yes. And then what I also do is I also ground my own chia, I also can ground my chia, but I don't have ground chia over here. What I have here is that I took, and I'm not, trust me, they are not, I'm not getting paid to promote this, but I want to bring this attention to you. This is called 40 Flax, 40 Flax. And what it is it's a premium ground flax seed. Then what I do with this, that I'm going to be utilizing in my salad, but I also grind this even more, and I have a teaspoon of that in here like that, just like that. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start mixing these guys together. Because what's going to happen here is instead of utilizing an egg, we are using chia. And chia is fantastic. Read about it, guys. And what chia is going to do is going to start expanding into the meat. And this is how we're going to be making our chia meatballs. Yes. So I just want to get this very, very mixed. And then you want to get a large scoop. This is going to make about 6 or 7 meatballs. And this makes a really lovely, 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 lovely lunch. It could also be served for dinner. You know what? I'm going to take my rings off and I'm going to get in here because I like to play with my food. I used to get in so much trouble. And then what I have here is 22 ounces of just what I've done is I've just taken tomatoes and I just put them with a little bit of olive oil. I just cook them down and this is what I have here, a marinara sauce, okay? So I'm just going to get in here and I'm just going to use my hands because I like to feel everything. And you see what I'm doing? Let me show you the technique. You're going to go under here and then you're going to bring it up and push it in. Okay? Down in. Get it in there, guys. Get in there with your hands. Because what we want to do is we want to distribute everybody together. And you don't want a clump of chia seeds in just one of the wonderful ground beef. Yes, mix these guys together. As you can see, it does not have a lot of it has a lot of herbs and seasoning because this is more of a healthier meatball. And I like making this meatball, even, I'm Italian, but why not? Why not, really get out of the box, that we put ourselves in boxes that we do not need to do to put ourselves in boxes. So what we are doing right now is we are incorporating everybody so lovely, so beautiful into this beautiful, big, beautiful ball right here. And then what we want to do is we're just going to leave this little guys kind of hang on here for just a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my wonderful, sauce, my marinara sauce. I'm just going to put that to the side. Over here I have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, which right now has not melted because I don't have to. Actually, coconut oil, for all of you that have not worked with it, it comes like that. And then when you heat it up, it becomes oil. So I'm going to have that, that's what I have here. And now I have my meat over here. I'm just going to rinse my hands real quick. Quick, because we're going to be working with salad stuff that we're going to be working with. Okay. So now that my hands are nice and clean, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to turn my board over because, I don't know if any meat touched, and I don't want any meat to touch. To be honest with you, I don't know about this touching of the meat and all this other stuff because, in the old days with my grandparents, they didn't worry about any of that stuff. So, because we're going to be cooking everything. All right, so then what I want to bring your attention now, because this is going to sit up for just a few minutes. I have a lovely organic cucumber right here because now I'm going to show you how to make the salad part. So what you want to do is you want to get some wonderful romaine lettuce, and I have washed all my lettuce. Hello, beautiful people, I see you. Oh my goodness, look how many of you there are today. Thank you so much for joining. We are live. So I have watched these wonderful things. And what I do is, I'm not going to cut this off. Most restaurants, they do, but I'm not going to because, I'm not a restaurant. I'm a home cook. I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not a doctor. So I just have these right here with a bowl right over here. So I'm just going to put those right over there. Because right now, what I'm doing is this is expanding and they're doing the meat. Okay, we are going to be forming the meatballs in just a little bit. So what I want to do is bring my beautiful lettuce over here. And then what I have here is I have a bunch of romaine lettuce. It could be a cup, it could be 2 cups, it could, depending on the size of your family. I would use 4 cups, but it's my husband and I, so 4 cups is a lot. So we may You know, because sometimes we'll have this also for dinner. And so there's going to be romaine lettuce and one entire cucumber. I'm also going to be utilizing a tablespoon of very fine chopped garlic. Please chop it yourself. It'll give it a more wonderful flavor, okay? Then what I have here is this beautiful flax oil. Look at the flax oil. Look how beautiful that is. And I am going to get into the benefits of this, but always check with your doctor, because I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. So for my salad, I'm going to be utilizing a tablespoon of wonderful, very fine chopped garlic. In this jar, I have a good heaping quarter of flax oil. I want those health benefits. And then I have some basmati vinegar. And what I am going to do with this basmati vinegar, it's about 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to just kind of eye it here. You know, you can eye it. I eye it. You know, if you want to measure, it's 2 tablespoons. All right, and then what I'm going to do over here is I have some spezie. Spezie are red pepper flakes, and I like to spicy things up because, you know, my father always said, hey, spices are good for your blood. So why not? We're just going to add a good teaspoon of this wonderful red pepper flakes. And that's what I have here. Also, what I have here is 2 tablespoons of the fortified flax. The 40 flax. My goodness. Try to get an Italian to have all of this. My languages, sometimes it gets all confused in my tongue. So that's what I have here. Then I just have this, and then what I have here is some chives. And I also have some basil, because my basil is going to be playing with a marinara sauce, because you know me, I like a lot of flavor. Okay, so let me tell you how we're going to play this thing out, okay? Now that I have shown you the ingredients for the salad, all right, I am going to get my meatballs, because now, you know, these guys have hung out together for just a little bit. In the meantime, you know, we have over here, we have the, remember, a good heaping quarter cup of the flax oil, a teaspoon of the spezies, the red pepper flakes, and a good 2 tablespoons of the basmati vinaigrette is in here. But also what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go ahead and take this tablespoon of the garlic. So these guys can start doing their own thing right here. And then I'm going to take a teaspoon of the fortified flax, and I'm just going to add it right in here, right in there like that. And then I'm just going to take this little guy like this, and we're going to shake it all you can, shake it like a milkshake, and turn around because you can. I don't know if it goes like that or not. But shake it. This is going to be our salad dressing. We're going to keep this on the side, you know, the fortified flax, because, you know, we really want the health benefits and all of that. And then I'll get back to all this other stuff later. So then what I want to do now is I want to get my pan going. And I want to add my 2 tablespoons, remember, of that coconut oil. And it's not going to taste like coconut. Trust me, everybody's so worried that when you use coconut oil, it's going to taste like... But you know one thing about coconut oil, guys? Oh, I got to turn this on. It's one of those days. It's Friday, right? Friday. And on top it's Earth Day. Woohoo! So this is going to be melting, because obviously I forgot to turn it on. I am just going to leave this over here, because I want to come over here and I want to get this. I'm done with that. Put that in the sink. And then I'm going to come over here with my scoopy. And remember, we are looking for some good, you know, 6 to 7. So I'm just going to kind of throw it back in there, because, you know, I just want to see where they are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, sometimes it'll make 6, sometimes it'll make 7, and depending on what size you want them. So now I'm done with my scoop. Now I'm going to come back over here, because that's not going to touch anything. This is all clean. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start rolling my meatball. Rolling my meatball. Just roll your meatball. Roll, roll, roll your meatball down. What is it? Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So we have this beautiful meatball. You know, they're all coming together. Make sure that you do that little pinchy pinchy. And then, you know, we're going to get the other nice beautiful meatball. And then that way you get a good idea of what they look like. Another big, these guys are supposed to be big meatballs. Not the little ones, because we're not making spaghetti. We're just going to serve this with this beautiful fortified salad that is going to be so healthy for us. And I'm going to get into the health benefits, guys, of flax, because a lot of people, you know, they're worried or scared about using flax. Now, if you have celiac disease, please check with your doctor. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. What I do is I bring healthy, good eating to you. You know, I try to be as organic as possible. Sometimes, you know, I do buy things that are not organic, but then, you know, we have to make sure that we remove all the pesticides. But I really try, and I always look for good cells. So now that I have my good meatballs over here, I want to start bringing my meatballs into, and I want to start browning my meatballs. So these guys, you know, may roll around, and that's fine. And you should have some beautiful meatballs over here, nice and big meatballs. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's because I made one meatball a little smaller. Because, you know, sometimes you just, that's how it works. It's okay. It doesn't have to be precise, and it has to be perfect. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm going to go wash my hands one more time while my beautiful meatballs are beginning to get nice and brown. I just want to get all that beautifulness out of my hands. Okay, so now we're back now to our salad. To that beautiful salad that I was talking to you about. Remember how we made this right here? All right, so then now I'm going to have my beautiful organic cucumber. Look how beautiful he is. You know, when you play with your food, when you touch your food, you start to really connect with your food. You know, and food is it's just so beautiful, and it's so forgiving, and it's so accepting. So what I like to do is I like to take my lettuce and do it in the middle, right straight in the middle like so. Because, you know, this is now we're building the salad. Because this is going to be done before you know it. So what we like I said, you know, we want to definitely get our meatballs. And, you know, you could put them in the oven, but they don't really do, you know, why dirty two things when we're going to be doing everything in here. So right now I'm just, you know, turning my little guys over. You know, make sure that you have your cast iron skillet or whichever skillet you want to use, nice and, you know, and hot, so it starts to brown your beautiful meatballs. We want them to be. So now I want to brown the other side of my meatballs. Once the other side of my meatballs, that's when I am going to be adding my marinara sauce. And by the time we're probably done with the salad, this whole thing is going to be done. But make sure that those meatballs are cooked. So they may be finished completely. They may not be completely. And but I will show you the end product because it's looking really, really good. So then now, what I want to do is I want to come and get my marinara sauce, and I'm just going to pour it right into my meatballs. Oh yes, baby, baby, baby. Ooh la la, they're looking so good. And what, I don't have any garlic in this marinara sauce. I just took the tomatoes, I peeled the tomatoes, I put it in my blender, I did this, and it doesn't have any salt, it's just olive oil and tomatoes, that's all it is. And then what I want to do now over here is that I want to come over here and I have some basil, and this is the basil that I grow, and I'm just going to just put my little leaves right in there like this. Like so, and then what I want to do now is that I want to come over here and I'm just going to cover this baby. Cover it up. And we're just going to leave it alone. Because in the meantime, as this is doing their thing, is we're going to be concentrating on the salad. So again, you know, depending on the size of your family, you know, I would use about 4 cups. Usually, you know, you don't need more than a half a cup to a cup per person. Well, it depends, you know, if they're really hungry, they might. In my family of origin, nothing was measured. There was never no measured. And there was always a lot of food. So, I mean, you know, it was always food. It was always centered around food. And it was food and music. You know, my aunt she would just start singing. She would just start singing Italian music. And it was beautiful. So then we get this beautiful bowl over here. We come over here. We put the beautiful, look at this beautifulness, beautifulness, beautifulness. Because this is what's going to be our beautiful salad. Oh, yes, baby, baby. Then what I want to do over here is I want to come over here and I am going to work on my cucumber. Now, you can be very fancy if you want to be fancy. So if you want to be fancy, this is a very well-washed cucumber. And even if it's organic, you have to wash really well everything. And then, you know, you can leave the little stripes like that. I'm going to show this to you. It's really pretty, you know, like if you really want to be fancy. And, you know, if you're having company and you really kind of want to show off your cooking skills. So what we do over here is we take a little tip of that and we take a little tip of that. A lot of the restaurants, they will cut this open and then they will take the seeds out. But I'm not going to do that. What I want to do is I just want to slice this. And when you slice it, guys, it's so pretty. You see how it does that? Isn't that pretty? I think it's so pretty, right? I mean, and this is some of the tricks of some of the chefs. Again, you know, I have a lot of my friends are chefs of many different restaurants throughout the country. And I cannot wait till I go meet wonderful chefs when I come to your beautiful country. Scotland, I'm coming for you. Scotland, I'm coming for you. I can't wait till I meet with those chefs and to learn their cuisine, so I can bring to you beautiful recipes. So I mean, like I said, I'm using an entire cucumber. And why not? This is a cucumber flaxseed salad, right? So now to this beautifulness, we are going to add our beautiful cucumbers. And they're so pretty, you know, with their little green on the side. And they're just so lovely. Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, it doesn't have to be, we're all going to be mixing this stuff all together anyways. So now we have all of these beautifulness right in here, like so. All right, and then what I want to do now is I want to take, now you can use scallions. I grow my own green onions. Remember, when you bring them from the stores, invest in 1 package of organic green onions. You just cut the green part and then you put it to the ground. And it will continue to produce. So no more than 4 times, because when you cut them more than 4 times, then, well, you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to slice these guys. Then what happens is it just becomes a little bitter. So, but at least, you know, you have green onions growing right there, guys. And every time you need them, they're right there. And you grew them and they're beautiful and they're, you know, you can grow them organic or non-organic. But I absolutely love these guys. So then what I want to do over here, so I'm going to come over here and I also want to put them in there like that, like so. Because like I said, everything I am using is for the ultimate health. All right, so then what I want to do now over here is remember that we have this beautiful salad dressing, right? Remember the beautiful salad dressing? Then what I want to do now is I want to come over here and I want to take a couple of the rest of my wonderful, oh yes, look at these guys. I'm just going to put them right over here. I'm going to start putting them right over. And I like to do them that way so then, you know, it doesn't all clump together. Like that, I'm done with that. And then what I want to do right here is I want to come over here and I just want to put this right on top. Right on top. Look at this. Look at this beautifulness. So, you know, one thing that you guys need to know about flax, it is loaded with nutrients. It is high on omega-3 fatty acids. It may reduce cancer risk. It's rich in dietary fiber. It may improve cholesterol. So for those that have high cholesterol, check with your doctor, and it also may reduce blood pressure. It is loaded with antioxidants, guys. And we need that to protect the cells in the body. All right, so then I have this beautifulness, and I'm just going to start mixing this. You know, you think that it's not a lot of salad dressing, but you don't need, it doesn't have to sit in a pool of oil and in a pool of all the stuff that is not healthy and good for you. Oh, yes, look at this. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, this is such a delicious, refreshing, healthy salad. But make sure that you do not take flax and eat it, because it won't, it's, you know, make sure that you get a flax that has been premium ground, and then if you're more concerned about that, you can put that and make it into powder. So you know, don't, you know, be very careful when you use it, because a lot of people think that they can just take it and just use it as it is. It may not be very good for your tummy. So then what I want to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate this, because now, ooh, boy, these guys, here, let me turn this down. They are screaming, saying, I'm done, come and get me. Oh, they look beautiful. Oh, I'm going to taste. Oh. When you do tomatoes, and you put olive oil, a good olive oil, it takes it to a different level. All right, so the way that I would do this is that I would get some of this beautiful flax salad right here, because, you know, hey, right? Hey, why not? Come and get your flax. Come and get your salad. Oh, my stars. My husband has already come out of his office. He can smell it. So wonderful, so delicious. And then, you know, this is for later, right? And then now over here, this is done. That is how fast this dish comes together. So then now, what I want to do is I'm going to get 2 spoons. And I am going to come over here. And I'm just going to put 1 meatball over here. I'm telling you, you know, that is the reason why we have this stuff. There we go. It just got a little bit on the salad. And it just, you know, it'll just has extra flavor. We gotta have fun, guys. We gotta have fun. Life is too short. Why stress? Why stress? And then I'm just gonna put these little guys like this. They are so, my goodness, I cannot wait to eat them, because they're just so cute. They are so delicious. But here, you know what, let me turn it around this way, because my salad is getting quite a bit of the sauce. But it's okay. It's like if my father would be here, he would be laughing. Because, you know, my dad was the kind of guy, you know, he just did not like to sweat a lot of stuff, you know. Why worry? Why worry if you're going to pray? Why pray if you're going to worry? That's my dad. And then, you know, we can just put a little bit of that beautiful sauce. And, you know, and another thing, too, is this sauce, if you have it over, guess what you do? This is what I do. I will put them in bags and I will freeze them. Because in that way, I can use this sauce again, because this was not a sauce that, you know, I just made it. So then now I'm going to come over here, I'm going to put a little bit more of the, you know, to hide that. Because you can always put a cucumber on top of there. No big deal, guys. No big deal. Let me just get another cucumber over here, even though nothing happened on that side of the world, of the cucumber. And then what I want to do is I want to come over here with my beautiful basil. And then I want to come over here and I want to take my beautiful basil, and I just want to put a little bit of the basil on top of my meatballs, of this beautiful, healthy Chia meatballs. And now let me bring it to you guys. Are you ready to see this? Let me show this to you. How exciting that we have these beautiful Chia meatballs. Look at this beautiful Chia meatballs with this amazing, delicious flax cucumber salad. Look at this health. For your health. This is for your health. I want to thank all my beautiful sponsors. You know who you are. Thank you so much for joining. And God bless every single one of you. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah.